Hey, I have to lie like this because I've got a pressure behind my left eye, so I can only see through my right eye. Sorry, my phone's jumping around a bit. So I had a little bit of a win the other day. Had to go to the nurse for an ear infection. Not the actual eardrum itself, but the ear canal was all swollen and split. We're not entirely sure why, but I needed to get it checked. But it wasn't something that she could handle, so I had to go to see the doctor. And it wasn't my usual doctor. And I was asking him. I just sort of thought, well, if I have to pay to be here, I'll unroll my shopping list of questions that I want. And I had a bit of a sore throat. And so anyway, he gave me the medication for my ear, and he checked out my throat, and he says, oh yeah, it should be okay. Come back if it gets worse, which of course I'm not going to do because that's another $50. And you know, if there's no other fevers or anything, then I should be fine. But anyway, I seem to be developing a bit of a cold, and it's moved back of my throat, and at the moment I've got this thing behind my left eye, which is making it very sensitive to light. So I've got the original series of Star Trek on the telly. Love Star Trek. I love Star Trek because I think Gene Roddenberry's vision of the future gave us all hope. And so I've already made a plan that in my next life I'm going to come back, ride a spaceship. I don't think I'd like to be captain. I think that would be way too much responsibility. I'm going to try and remember this life so that I can remember how much I wanted to be in space. That'd be really cool. So anyway, back to the win. I asked the doctor if he knew much about M.E, and he said no, not really. And I says it's always worth asking when I come across someone new to see, they might have the clue for the next step. And he was just about to roll off he got the look. And anyone who has dealt with doctors who don't specialise in chronic illness, or who have not moved on from the medical prejudice that it's all psychosomatic. And he got that look. And I said, well, do you know of any immunologists in New Zealand who deal with autoimmune disorders? And he says, well, that would be more in the line of a rheumatologist. And I says, I've already seen one of those. And they've identified all the various viruses that my immune system has been attacked by. So, that's that. But that was 5 years ago now. Because then I said, latest research coming out of Norway, I think, is at the point of saying that ME is an autoimmune disease, or falls into the category of an autoimmune disease. And he had a moment, and his mouth was open, and he stopped, and he looked at me, because I was in my wheelchair, of course, looking like shit. And he looked at me, and he sat back in his chair. And I thought, got you. I've got you. Now, he's a good doctor, and he's a good man, and I fully expect that he will go and look that up. Well, he's no help to me. maybe the next person with fibro or ME who crosses his path may get a gentler reception. And if that's the case, if we all work together in that way to work through and help the medical fraternity work through their medical prejudice, life's going to be much better for all of us. Yeah, so that was a win. That was freaking awesome. It's like to make a doctor sit there gobsmacked, literally, without the usual platitudes that they trot out. It was just, I don't know, I had a little sort of internal fist pump. And Honey was with me too. And he said, you really made that doctor stop and think. He was about to say something, and you stopped him in his tracks. And I went, yeah, I know, right? So that was my little win. I'm having some trouble swallowing. And, yeah, I'm sweating and I feel a bit rough. So I don't think I'll be up to much. My bed's comfy though. Star Trek's on. Yay. Anyway, I wanted to share my little fist pump moment. So, toodles everybody. I'll see you next time. Hopefully from a more symmetrical position. At least you'll see both sides of my face then. Haha. Anyway, we do with what we must. And, yeah. No, I'm not going to start a new topic because I know I waffle on and then nobody wants to watch it. Even my kids go, Mum, the video is 18 minutes long and you want us to watch it, really? So note to self, must do better. Waffle less. Bye.